Sorry about that. Hey, welcome to Running Trains Live, the May edition. Thank you so much for joining. All part of Third Rail Thursday. Woo! Well, if you're watching this live, you missed the whole kajumble beforehand. And for those who are patient with me, I'll try and explain what happened. I had it all set up, and from previous live shows, the first thing I have to do on this app is select the orientation. It's the very first thing I have to do. And horizontal. Because there's one guy in the chat who hates the vertical, so just for him, no, I'm not a fan of the vertical either. So okay, horizontal, good. Hey Derek, nice to see you in here. I set up everything, upload the non-clickbait thumbnail, get that in a second. Everything's good to go, the chat's going, Brian gets a Timbit. And I'm all set up, and then of course everything always changes. So I open up the YouTube, like ready to go live, and usually if you're familiar with the app, you can set up your phone, and it's kind of like grayscale. You'll see your image, and it says click, go now, or go live, or done, I think. And that wasn't happening. So I hit the wrong button. I thought I was exiting, but I hit the cancel button. It's like, your live stream has ended and you canceled it. Rushed back to my computer, tried to tell them in the chat, it's not canceled, but the chat had died. So I rushed the next live. Hey, Dave, welcome. I put the next live. I rushed it, so I forgot to change the orientation. It says you're gonna go live vertical. Can't do that. Cancel that one too. So third time is a charm. Thank you for your patience. I hope it's worth it. Few things to discuss tonight. But first, the contract says I have to give the spiel, so I'll get out of the way first. It is Third Rail Thursday, and if you're not familiar with it, every Thursday, one of us Crazy Canucks goes live. We were fortunate enough to have a fifth Thursday this month, and our good friend Dave Co took the wheel. It was awesome. But Denny had the first Thursday of the month, and he worked on some weathering, the abutments and the bridge, and that was pretty cool. It's always cool to see Denny work in real time, because you hear him think out loud and what works and what doesn't work, and it's really neat. It's an hour well spent. And then Dave Co went live, and he showed off his new locomotive and talked about his layout. And then Kris went live. And what did Kris talk about? I'm just joking. Kris had a whole thing on motivation, and I think he really motivated a couple of us to get back in the train room. In fact, Kris is one of the reasons why I want to take a sledgehammer to this thing. Because, yeah, motivation. So that's a nice topic. Not motivation, but new layout. And next Thursday, Kris and I might do GBU After Dark. His kids start soccer again, so hence he's not in the chat. I think he's at soccer. So, God bless him. So I'm not sure what's happening next Thursday, but stay tuned. I'm sure one else will go live. Okay, also, a new contract was sent to me, so one second, I just gotta make sure I can do this right. I have to wear this while I say, don't forget to check out Mike and James. Oh, sorry, the contract now says James and Mike. Check out, hey, Dave Co! Check out James and Mike live Mondays, 7 p.m. They alternate their channels. It's always a fun time, always a good show. And they always talk about trains. All right. It's too hot to wear a hat in here. Dave, your ears burning? Just talking about you. We appreciate you going, taking that fifth Thursday. We do miss Dave. Summer's getting close, and I really hope that I get to Dave's place and operate some trains. It's one of my favorite things to do during the summer. Okay. Mike and James, shout out, check. Brian got the Timbit. James made cookies. All right. Hey, Robin. Yeah, summer is my train time. So the thumbnail is not clickbait. It's funny because my son was over for dinner and he saw my the YouTube thing was up, the thumbnail. He says, "Ooh, clickbait." I said, "No, actually, I'm thinking of changing up." He goes, "But that one's not even done yet." I said, I didn't get into it with him, like a layout's never done, but you may recall about a year ago. Never erase this. This is my to-do list for the summer. Last summer. Did a few things on here. Much to James, and I apologize, this is backwards. Hey, 1 second. I know it drives Robin nuts. 1 second. I said, there we go. There we go. So, let's see if I can cross those things off. Yesterday I was thinking, I didn't do anything on this list, but then I saw it today and I was like, I did do some stuff here. So, much to James's chagrin, I did not fix the duct lift, which is another reason why I want a new layout, because I don't want a duct lift at all. I did fix some couplers. Some. I did program some decoders with Apple Bubs. I did have ice cream. I did invite Kris and Dave over, but they didn't come. Organize my drawers. I organized a one drawer. Did not visit Fred. Did not visit Tim. Tim's doing okay, by the way. He shot Kris and I a text the other day. Update passport. Did that. I think I saw Derek put 3, correct? X equals 3. Buy new vision board. I did do that. 1 second here. Look at that. Fresh slate for this summer. So, I haven't done much in the last year. Summer went by, holidays went by, Christmas holidays went by. Didn't do very much. Didn't post many videos, did live shows and maybe a rail fan video, but didn't do very much. Then watching Kris's video or live show last week about motivation, just trying to think, why do I not come in here and do things? I don't know. Do I have a concrete answer? But I do know that what sparked this whole sledgehammer debate was the duck lift is in really bad shape, and I even made it worse 2 nights ago trying to get something out of here. And that's it. That's it. I could fix the duck lift, it's just gonna break again. And yeah, the more I think about a new layout, I don't get nervous, I get more excited about it, which tells me it's time for a change. This is how many years? 7 years we've been here? 8?
Yeah.
How
7 years, June 1st.
7 years in here? We've been here 7 years, so layout's about 6 or 7 years old. And duck lift suck, yeah. Do it. Thank you, Dave. So there's lots of factors. And Dave Coe, as you know, is my hero. One of my many heroes. And I have so much fun running trains on his layout. He has some, what's the word, standards, I guess? And he sticks to them. He doesn't go out and buy every locomotive and try to fit on his layout. He has a certain set axle type, you know, and he is not strict. Brain fog. What's the word that when you stick to something? Thank you. Thanks, Robin. Disciplined. Dave is disciplined, yeah. Dave, as far as I know, does not have any rolling stock, locomotive or car, off the layout. If he buys it, it goes on the layout. There's no room for it, he makes room. Hey, DB Tech, welcome. Hey, Dave. So I'm always impressed by that. Epiphany. Yeah, Dave does have epiphanies. We always had texts late at night. Guys, guess what? Oh, here he goes. And Dave has a whiteboard too, which inspired this, the old vision board. So, and seeing Kris always make a new layout, and James new layout, and Denny made it. Denny took the plunge and tore down his layout and made a new one. And Fred, I mean, I was flabbergasted when Fred just said, you know what, this layout's done, I'm done with it, I'm taking it apart and making a new one. Like, what? You just built, and then, boom, done. It's like up for like a year or two. So with all that, and all the things I want to do, I think it'd be cool to make a new layout. I think I'm going to keep the existing bench work, change it up a little bit, maybe, fix a few things. I'm not sure you know this, but when I was building this bench work, the first leg I put in covered one of the outlets. I was too lazy to change it. I get to the next leg, it covers the next outlet. Like, So 2 of the 4 outlets in here are covered by the legs. So I'm gonna try and fix that, I think. If I don't do it this summer, then I don't know if I'll ever do it, but. And I saw some of you post in the chat, don't do it, we love your layout, which I really appreciate, thank you. But I also get comments, hey, where's the content? Put some videos out. I'm like, there's that, like what? You wanna see you put some graphs down? Put a tree in? So, yeah. I haven't, this is the first time I've talked to, usually I would text Kris and Dave and say, hey, I'm thinking of changing my layout, what do you guys think? But I thought I'd wait till tonight to surprise you all. So there's a few things, and like I said, the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, the more excited I get about it. Because there's a few things I want to try out. And in no particular order, also going to be backwards, right? All right, class isn't ballasting video. Yeah. Fred, already did it, done. Check. So one thing I want to do is, I want to add, I think I'm spelling it right. Classes in session is the first thing. Cassettes. Years ago I saw a video, if you're not familiar with what a cassette is, Packtrop. A cassette is like, think of a module, very, very, very small module with just like 3 or 4 tracks, and you attach it to your layout, and the cars come off it onto the layout, like a barge almost. So I was thinking, what if I had multiple cassettes with different cars? That way, I can buy more rolling stock and put them on these cassettes. Because this is not a big room. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'm gonna close the door.
Oh, sorry.
Am I bugging you?
No, not at all.
Okay. I'm waiting for Dwight to come in before I show Lily.
Lost the carrier companies.
Lily's not feeling too well. She has a cold. Dude, I am liking this idea. And there you go. See, I just need that little push. So if you don't know what cassettes are, look them up. They're really, really cool. And I'm thinking about it. Instead of a duck lift, I might do cassettes. The only problem is I have to find a place to store the cassettes. So when you have cassettes, you could have like, I could have a cassette of like tank cars, box cars, a mix. And the idea is, when my imaginary friends come over, I'd say, hey, what do you want to operate? They say, let's choose cassette number 2. Pull up cassette number 2, load it on, here we go. That's the idea. Second thing. Like I said, I really like going to Dave's house. Most for the company, but also because he has great op sessions. Cars will just fall off. Fred, come on, give us some credit here. I want to do some more operating. This layout was originally built to model my parents' place. I achieved that. Did it, so happy. Built my parents' place, so happy. The train runs by, so happy. So now I'm done. You know what, maybe I'll just keep it focused on this instead of the blank wall. Turbo on a cassette. Hey Nathan, welcome. So yeah, and a passenger, I know Bob has mentioned there's a operating sessions this weekend. I can't go, unfortunately, but if I want to run passenger, I'll go to Kris's layout, or I'll go to the club and run passenger. History in the making, everyone. Thank you, Dave. That's why I needed a push. My wife always says, hey, when you retire, are you gonna make a new layout, or if we move, make a new layout? I said, oh yeah, for sure. But I think I might pull the pin. So I want to try new things. In the train room, I want to try new things. New things like I see Brian mentioned he's doing Arduino. That's a possibility. I haven't. I want to install crossing like signal lights. If you watch John 2615 John 2861, you know, the pilot there guy. He's an ISO switching layout, and he did a really. Dave, I said don't text me during a live show. You throw off my game. Dave Co, you know this won't happen. Oh boy. James is daring me. James is daring me. So I want to try crossing. I know John has a really cool crossing gates scene. I want to try that. I want to try more lights. I want to try maybe some animation. A whole bunch of stuff. Maybe a water scene. I was hoping to put a water scene over there. Yeah, John 2618. I was hoping to do a water scene over there, but it never came to. For every week this doesn't happen, he'll buy a new suit. Yeah. I want to. Yeah. There we go. I want to have a flat layout, less problems, but maybe a second level, maybe. See you, Dave. Thanks a lot for popping in. Maybe second level, maybe. There's a question mark. But this is a big one here. More operations. And I can put this set in here. Also, the train room is getting. It's packed in here. It's packed. Things are coming in and nothing's going out. So nothing's going on the layout. So it's time to maybe get rid of some stuff. I don't know. Hey, disposable camera, cool. How big is the Vision basement? Hidden yard. Oh, I wish, Anthony. I wish I had a room for hidden yard. That'd be so cool. So I'm pretty excited. Again, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I just thought about. I'm not sure if I'm going to do. Hey, Kris. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a loco, a roster battle this year or not. So we'll see. That takes a lot of work too. But if I do that, then I won't tear the layout until that's finished. But we'll see. So there you have it. I don't know. And then I know Kris doesn't have foam. I don't think Dave has foam either. And I was thinking maybe I should go no foam, but then I'd have to tear out even the fascia. I'm not sure I want to do that. So I may have to keep the foam and everything. Well, no more of this layout. I think this layout's done, Kris. I think. The wiring is a hot mess underneath. That I want to start over again too. Just a few things I've learned. So, yeah, you don't have foam, eh, James? Yes, Derek, I don't show my face in class. It's all virtual. Very cool, Nathan, very cool. So on one hand, it's exciting to start a new layout. On the other hand, it's terrifying because I worked pretty hard on this one, but I don't know. Cork will be an issue. Yeah, I might just go foam, the foam track bed. I don't care. You can judge. Yeah, but see, Derek, I don't do that. I don't make ditches and stuff. I wish, Bubs. I wish. I told my wife if we win the lottery, it's the first thing I'm going to do is buy Larkspur. I wish. I hear no one's bought it yet.
After the house, I just saw it for sale on
Okay.
Things like
So we're gonna buy Larkspur, then we're gonna buy a house.
that. And another bus period.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. So also Kris went code 100, so I have to do that now because whatever Kris does, I do. Speaking of which, he just sent me a text. He's really progressing on his layout. He's starting the second level. I'm not sure that's a spoiler or not, but hey, Mike, foam versus cork, not an issue with me on my coming layout. Yeah. Well, I think the cork is very sparse right now. It's hard to find cork. That's the other thing too. Starting a new layout is going to cost money, and I might just try and salvage what I have. I don't know. Does your current house have a basement? I'm in an apartment, Derek. So we have a storage room in the basement, in the car garage. Just put a whole box of cork. Oh, good. So there's no basement for storage. All the storage is under there. So it's not final, but like I said, I am excited about the new possibilities of operating more and posting new videos. Like, everyone loves a video of, hey, starting a new layout, right? I'm not moving, Nathan. I'm not moving. Just thinking about changing up my layout. So the people, no, Derek, no, they're not that nice. The people below me will not let me put stuff in their apartment. So that's that. We shall see. There we go. Mark, how often did you go to the restaurant? I've seen you in there when you got to me first time. This restaurant? That's a gas station. Oh, you mean the restaurant we met at? A few times. Do you have room on the other side of the room for staging yard? Well, what I was thinking of doing was, I could even keep this here, but I was thinking of doing a end-to-end layout and not continuous, so no duct lift. A helix. Of course I'm uncertain. I don't know what I want to do. But Dave said it was okay. Dave encourages it. All I know, Fred, is that I haven't done anything in here in the last year, so what am I waiting for? I don't know. What's that? Yeah. I do have time. It's not time. I have time. I have the whole summer off and 2 weeks of Christmas. So anyway, so what was oh yeah, Anthony's staging yard. I think this place is too small for a staging yard. It'd be so cool. So I was thinking of maybe keeping this yard or industry here. So this is one end. Because look at this. This is just my storage area. This is a dump. I never got around to putting the industry here that I wanted to. My room is about 9 by 10. Also, these curves are meant for passenger. They're like 36 almost. Dave's running a nice layout with 15-inch like half, more than half of what I have. So I'm thinking I could do much more if I have shorter radius, smaller radii, and more switching. And also, so one industry or this yard, whatever. And then, I'm gonna buy a car and local storage. Oh, thanks, Kris. And then here, instead of a neighborhood, because that takes a lot of space too, like another yard or industries. The other option is, you know, starting right from scratch and building all new bench work, but I don't know if I want to do that per se. The locos are too big for small curves. Yeah, but that's the thing, Fred. I wouldn't have big locos because I would just do some switching. So I just use little guys like that. But you're right. So that's the other thing too. And then it would come here and end here. So we'll see. Maybe what I'll do is look at track plans first before I wreck this one. What did I say? I missed it. Mark, you could just repurpose the layout and make different track work. Nathan, that's why I'm thinking of doing it. How about a continuous incline except on the 10-foot wall, which would be it? Yeah. I thought, you know what? Jokes aside, I thought about that too. I thought about doing what's it called? A switchback? You know, they go. That'd be kind of cool. You don't see that very much in the mall community. Oh, that's nice. IFC and power. Yeah, so do I. The whole room would be helix. Yeah. And again, the drag with that is like this is a small, very, very small incline that goes up, and every once in a while it causes problems. I think I want just flat. I want to try it. Could you do different levels of different layouts? That's an option too. Second level is an option. Yeah. Lots to think about. Who knows? Just thinking out loud. And I just wanted to see what everyone's opinion was and get a feel for it. But before I forget, I just hit 4,800 subscribers, so thank you very much. Really appreciate that. It keeps going up even though I don't put new content out, so I appreciate that. I really do. One of my goals, you know what, I'm gonna write down here so it becomes true. 1 second here. I'm gonna be realistic. There we go. More than one Railfan video. Like I said, we have all summer off, and I always manage to put just one Railfan with Lily video. Thanks, Derek. Yeah, I was surprised too. I think a lot of people watch my old videos about how to set up a DC layout. I still got questions on that layout, so that's good. When you hit 5K doing the layout, yeah, there you go. My 5K layout. Change, you know what? Change is scary, but change is good. And I swear, every month when I go live, YouTube changes the setup every time. Oh my gosh, they're either pushing something new or they change the layout or the formatting or the interface, whatever you want to call it, once a month. Just when I was getting used to the certain way. You didn't change your orientation. Oh, is Dwight in now? Should I bother Lily or no? She's sleeping, eh? Yeah. Dwight, Lily, believe it or not, has a cold, a dog cold. Upper respiratory? Upper respiratory infection. So she's been sneezing and coughing and discharge would come from her eyes and her nose. She's on the mend, but I have never seen this dog sleep so much. Like 24/7. Very lethargic. She's eating, which is nice, and now of course Shani started to sneeze, so we think Shani has what Lily has. So she's on 3 different medications to get rid of this thing. So she will not be on the camera because she's sleeping right now. Sorry about that. Shani, you want to come say hi? Shani, come. Want to come see? See if I can get her in here. Give me a dog fix. Come. What's this? Shani.
Her little heart's going. She's so nervous.
I know. Don't put me on the train and send me away. Okay.
Isn't she the cutest thing?
There she is. If you listen closely, you can hear her heartbeat. 1 second. Can you?
She's so cute. She's not the cutest little thing.
She's up for adoption, but not really. We might keep her, right?
I love her.
We'll see. The true test is going to come when we go rail fanning with Lily and Shani. We'll see if she's a trained dog or not. The trains might freak her right out.
He's cute though. I'm gonna agree with that.
Shani, what do you think? New layout? New layout or old layout? What do you think? All right. I think someone's jealous that someone's getting airtime and she's not. Okay, next. Oh.
Can I take her from high?
Yeah, come baby.
Oh, she's so cute. Kisses.
There we go. She woke up. She heard the train. She cannot disappoint.
Her friends.
Wait, hey, over here. Over here. Lily, you sick? Oh, don't get snot on my microphone.
Did you smile on your right
Yeah.
now?
Hey, over here, look.
Poor thing.
Over here. Look at the camera.
Poor little thing. Poor little girl.
Don't go rail fanning and get some ice cream this summer?
I want Kris's hot dogs and burgers. So,
Yeah, unfortunately, Chris's hamburgers have onions. One's a Foster, Nathan. What's the leg you see? Look here, look at the camera. No? Okay, you're so tired, eh? Okay, thank you.
come on.
There we go. Yeah. Shani is our foster dog from Barbados. She's officially not up for adoption yet. We're kind of prolonging that on purpose. She's so cute. She fits right in. But she has yet to go rail fanning, so we'll see. We have to initiate her for that.
But she does do well in the car.
Yeah, she's a good traveler.
She likes ice cream cones.
Sleeps well.
She likes McDonald's chicken nuggets.
She loves ice cream, yeah. The only time she'll growl is when eating ice cream because Lily wants some too. And back off, my ice cream. So she passed that test. You know what? McDonald's ice cream is not really ice cream, I don't think. I think it's like... What's that yogurt stuff called? Yeah, frozen yogurt. So... Hey, Gavin! Speaking of Smith Falls, good to see you in here. Yeah, so anyway, the ice cream does... Well, McDonald's ice cream doesn't make them sick so far. And they love it. Lily eats the cone and everything.
And she takes it right from Shani. And
Yeah.
Shani's doing like... Tell them how Shani's very delicate.
Yeah, Shani, very delicate eater, but Lily is like Cookie Monster. So next time I might get him 2 cones, 1 each.
Oh. Sick as dog.
Yeah, the other thing, I was looking at the houses here. The other thing too is there's not much room now for new kits, and it's kind of fun building kits and painting and doing that kind of stuff, making new structures. And I'm pretty full. There's not much more room for any structures. I could sneak one back there, but no one sees it. I mean, it's pretty full. And I know Toad mentioned a backdrop. That's something that never came to. Kept procrastinating. Backdrop. Yeah, I'll do it later. Never happened. Anyway. And I haven't really purchased anything new lately. Nothing really tickled my fancy that's out new. What did I miss here in the chat? SD50F. No, is that the Aurora one? Miniature Aurora miniatures? Run at full speed. All right. There you go, train dude. What inspires me to do comedy? I like to entertain. I entertain my family, entertain my students, entertain you guys. I like getting laughs. Yep, that's the CN train. Coming in hot. Yeah, good point, Derek. I know trackside Mike mentioned earlier, it's really nice to have the loop to run trains. So that's another thing too. I would definitely miss just having trains run around, and especially when the live show is called Running Trains. So that's something to think about too. But if I'm being honest, I run trains once a month for the live show for 1 hour. So I don't know if it's worth it. I'm hoping that if I have a layout that's more suited to operations, I'll be in here more doing operations. Hoping. And then I'll just change my live show title to Operating Trains Live. Or I'll get one of those, what are they called? The Motorman? Could you just have disappeared? Mark, could you just only have one track to loops and other tracks to operating? Yeah. Now, there's not much room in here, Nathan. Also, I don't really want to have the duck lift anymore. I'm tired. I'm kind of tired of the duck under or lift out, duck lift. Run the Santa Fe full speed. No way. That's my scale strain. Nice try. Well, I'll sleep on the idea. Robert Sacco. Well. How are you? Good to see you in here. Thanks, Kris. Yeah, I was telling him earlier, Kris, that if for a passenger hit, you're so nice to have me over there. I could just run trains at your place or go to the club and run passenger trains. Because really, running a passenger train here, it's like, first of all, to have a good passenger train, it has to be pretty long. And it has one loop and it's done. You know, it's not going through mountains or forests or passenger station to passenger station. It's just, right now, it's just kind of a collection thing. So, doing good, sir. Been busy with work. What did I miss? Derek, want to fill him in? You know what, Derek? Again, jokes aside, I thought about that. I thought about going so high that I could literally walk underneath the layout and not duck. Because I have a bad back and Ducking is not my thing. But if I made it so high that I wouldn't have to. So yeah, I thought about that. And I could, wait a second. I could have my passenger train layout on a high second level where only I could see it and no one else could see it because it'd be so high. And the lower level could be for operating. Huh. Yes. Write it down. High level? Question mark? Yeah, so Robert, to fill you in, I'm just debating whether or not to start a new layer or not. I'm getting tired of this one. I've done nothing in the last year. Probably even 2 years. Hey, Dave. Nice of you to pop in. I appreciate that. Build a mechanical lift bridge that goes up and above the door so you can just walk in. Yeah, I wish. That sounds really easy to do. Dwight, are you really? I'm over 50% leaning towards changing it up. Right now, my plan would be just to do a new track plan. Keep my existing bench work because I put like a lot of, the fascia. Check out Tom Johnson layout. Okay, thank you, Anthony. So yeah, I'm leaning more towards just a new track plan because I'm kind of done with this one. Build lift up. I don't know. Me and building don't really go well together. Make 2 levels with a hole in the wall. We talked about this before. I can't put a hole in the wall. So previous live shows I said this wall goes to my neighbors. I was incorrect. This goes into the stairwell. So maybe I could just drill a hole there. But there's no room there. There's a stairwell there. The wall here goes into the kitchen, and not even like into the kitchen through a wall. I would like drill into the fridge and the stove. Neighbor won't mind, yeah. This wall over here goes into the hallway, and the wall behind me goes into the closet, so. Which would make an excellent staging yard. James, I could build it for you. I appreciate that, James. I'm liking the idea of the cassettes, though. For those who missed it, if you don't know what a cassette is, so picture, this is not a great example, but picture like this, little module thing, and then you have 3 or 4 tracks. That's it, just straight tracks. And there's cars on here. I know you are, James. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you have the cassette, and you bring it over carefully, hook it onto your layout, like a barge, and then the trains come out, and you're finished, you put them back on, cassette goes in a shelf or somewhere, and then you take another cassette, put it on. So I've always wanted to do that. It's on my to-do list, like my bucket list. So that's pretty exciting. And that would eliminate the, again, I'd have a end-to-end, I guess a shelf layout, but James got done on the weekend. Yeah. No, I know. James is a very good woodworker. Hey, Jeff. Welcome. L583 coming through. What does that mean? L583. Is that a train? Thanksgiving. Just open the door, Mark, and expand into the living room. Laura won't mind. Would you mind, honey, if I expanded the living room? Put her on the spot. Hammer, saw, wood, and a bucket hat. Yeah. I wonder if James does do woodwork with his bucket hat on. L583, a train that runs here. I thought so. I thought so. I tried this with my wife. Well, lots to think about. I appreciate the feedback. I really do. And I appreciate you all coming in. We'll see what happens. Let me just gonna wrap it up here. Yeah. I'm getting tired. It's almost 9 o'clock. Time for my bedtime. Speaking of bucket hats, I will sign off with my trusty bucket hat. Well, thanks again for watching. We'll see what happens. Oh, by the way, if you look closely at the thumbnail, you'll notice it's not really me holding a sledgehammer. It was photoshopped. I'm not sure if you caught that. I don't want a sledgehammer. And if anything happens, you'll be the first ones to know. It won't happen overnight. Like I said, it's going to happen to be the summer. It'll be a summer project. A big project. Really impressed that Denny and Fred just did it. Bit the bullet and did it. Very inspiring. I'm not sure if I have the guts. Maybe I'm all talk. I don't know. It's easy to make a thumbnail about taking this thing down and talking about it, but it's another thing actually doing it. But like I said, when I broke the duct lift, even worse. That was a real pushing factor. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, tune in next week. Kris is still there. We going live next Thursday? We'll see. Stay tuned. And look, if you don't follow Kris on Instagram, you should, because he posts some train pics on there and layout pics. I'm really excited to see his next layout update because he shares some stuff with me and it looks, his layout's looking really, really good. I can't wait to get over there. I'm hoping to get to Kris's place soon. I've yet to be to his new place since he has new layouts, so I'm hoping to get there soon. And I'm hoping to get the Dave Coe's layout this summer too to run some trains. So don't forget, Third Rail Thursdays. I think so. Okay, that's good enough for me, Kris. Thanks. Denny, Kris, myself, and the whole crew. Mike and James, sorry, James and Mike on Monday nights, 7 p.m. And from Lily, my wife, and I, we thank you for watching. Cake tear. See ya.